Now to new information about the British man suspected of holding hostages inside a synagogue in Colleyville.
Yeah, we're getting a much clearer picture of what he did in the days leading up to that siege. Malik Akram came to Texas and went to the Our Calling homeless shelter, one of two shelters he stayed at before the attack on the synagogue. Teresa Woodard is live with the timeline that investigators are trying to piece together.
Chris, investigators know that Akram was in the United States for 2.5 weeks, and he spent most of that time right here in North Texas. He raised no red flags while here. Bundled in black and gray layers, a hat on his head, a face mask pulled below his beard. This is Malik Faisal Akram, inside Our Calling, a homeless shelter just south of downtown Dallas, on January 2nd.
And he came in sort of late in the night, around 10 p.m.
He left January 3rd. He spent January 6th and 11th at Union Gospel Mission, a shelter northwest of downtown. When Akram took hostages inside Congregation Beth Israel and held them at gunpoint for almost 11 hours Saturday, the FBI said he acted alone. But he did not seek shelter alone.
Whoever dropped him off stood here and exchanged a hug and a few words, and then that person headed out.
Our Calling gave pictures and videos of the man who drove him here to the FBI. But
just because somebody dropped you off and gives you a hug when you say goodbye to them doesn't necessarily mean that that person is a partner in crime.
Tarleton State Criminologist Carmen trains FBI agents and Homeland Security officers. According to ABC sources, the British Counterterrorism Agency put Akram on a watch list in 2020, investigated him, and removed him in 2021. December 29th, 2021, Akram flew into the U.S., landing at JFK Airport in New York.
Our understanding, and obviously we're still looking into this, is that he was checked against U.S. government databases multiple times prior to entering the country, and the U.S. government did not have any derogatory information about the individual in our systems at the time of entry.
We've been distracted. We have, in many ways, not looked overseas as the potential threats continue to come, and this is a reminder that we need to be vigilant.
Now, staff members at Our Calling say that their interaction with Akram and the man who dropped him off at the shelter was completely unremarkable, nothing abnormal about it. You might remember that British authorities took 2 British teens into custody on Sunday in connection with this case. Well, they questioned them and released them today. Cynthia, they filed no charges against those youngsters.